Good morning, YouTube. How are we doing this morning? How are we doing? How y'all doing? Um, I posted up the top. If you want to, chime in and say anything, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. Good morning, Manola. How you doing? I was having a conversation with a Spanish yard guy who was doing the yard um, yesterday morning, and everybody was, acting like Kens and Karens. Oh, they ain't doing nothing, and they just getting paid. All they doing is blowing stuff. I said, man, y'all look, y'all leave that yard guy alone. You know what I'm saying? He doing stuff. I've been watching him. I've been watching him pick up he's picking up all the dirty leaves and because it's like the backyard is like a huge porch, and he's sitting there picking up all the stuff and doing this thing and blowing and everything else. You know, um, the owner got rid of most of the lawn and put gravel down. So I mean, but there's a little bit. I'm trying to figure out what type of grass it is, but I'm having a rough time. But we'll figure it out. But right now, I mean, I'm totally spent. I'm wore out. You know, um, Everybody want to do something. Yeah, well, what you want to do today? No, I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to do nothing. And shoot, I sat around. I needed to get. Uh, I need to get some rest. And shoot, I got it. But I'm still spent. You know. But um, probably gonna go walk to the beach. She's the wife's got to get to the beach. She got to do the walking thing. And we're going to see the sunset and all that stuff. Bro, I'm, let me highlight that. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, bro. Y'all think brother's an alcoholic. I'm just trying to numb my body up to make it through the day because these folks ain't. Yeah, no, it's a great vacation, but boy, man, hey, I need to lose about 30 or 40, 50 more pounds just to just to handle it, I feel um I feel my age is catching up with me. Never thought I'd say that. I really feel my age is catching up to me because I mean I've been limping and all this other stuff, and it's been rough, and that's okay, because I look back at it. Um, None of this stuff would have ever happened if a lot of people, oh yeah, it would. No, it wouldn't. None of this stuff would have never happened if I didn't meet this woman that I'm married to now. If I didn't run into this crazy knucklehead friend of mine, you know. And the reason I ran into him is because I was in a horrific truck accident, and he's been a truck driver for over 30 years. You know what I mean? See, that's when I tell you the stuff that God has a plan for you, and you half the time don't understand it, and you don't see it. God has a plan for you, and you just have to wait. You just have to wait on Him to manifest it. You just have to wait. Never thought I'd be in another country complaining about I'm tired. You know what I mean? Um, Going down a a jungle slide, almost half killing myself. Losing my GoPro, and it was a hot mess. And the only difference with that slide, I would just say, no, just give me the regular slide, know. But um, the four wheeling, I'm gonna post another four wheeling video today where we actually went somewhere. We went to these specific beaches, which were really nice. We went to those same two beaches last year, but there's another one which is on the far side that you had to go. You had to go a little bit to get there. You know that, and to add to it, um, it was an experience. And when we came back, we were trying to. There was a grill out in the back. We were trying to grill, and the it was like it was stuck in low. And I said, "Well, look, just go ahead and cook that. And we ain't in no rush." And evidently, just keeping it on and letting it go, it finally opened up, and then we we were able to cook these steaks that we bought. And guys, I promise you, man, if you could get the steaks that they have down here from the cows that they butcher down here, unbelievable, unfreaking believable. It's not sitting there so long that I mean, they're red and they're red and man, unbelievable. It's unbelievable the food here. You said, hey, the four wheeling one we got. Forgive me. Me and the wife got a different size four wheeler because she was nervous about doing it, and she and she preferred to be driven. So I had put her on the back. They had like this a double one where she could sit comfortably and hold on to these two little bars. So she was having a ball, and that's the main thing what you look at when you look at these things and appreciate them. Um, you just gotta appreciate the little things, you know. We went to this really fancy restaurant on the top of a freaking mountain. Most of the video I did was me, us walking in the dark. But there's a path that you walk to get to the restaurant, and the whole restaurant is open to the open mountain air, or however you say it. And this is real, Food Network stuff where you get this really small, itty bitty portion. And and everybody was cracking up, no, I was cracking up like, man, I'm gonna go make me a hamburger or something. I'm still hungry. you know, I'm still hungry. But that was the fun, the funny part and the experience of enjoying in learning how to enjoy yourself. You know, um, the vegetables look like stuff that you be cultivating, Mike. The little peppers, or they grilled them, and you know, you're like, oh wow, this is delicious. Yeah, for the tablespoon worth of food. uh, they're like, oh wow, this is delicious. But no, it's It's been this trip has been a blessing. This is our last full day. We're leaving tomorrow afternoon. Um, we got a long layover somewhere. I'm just, but that's all right. What the okay. But we're leaving tomorrow, so I'm gonna start packing, getting my stuff back in the bags and stuff like that, and getting ready to go. Charles is staying another week there. He's talking about looking to buy a place. And I don't blame him. Do you, boo boo? Um, this place is literally it's the only thing I got a problem with this place is the bed. That's the only problem. It's one of those beds made for people that like stiff beds. I mean, if it just had a little cushion to it, it would be perfect. But and that bed is hard as a rock. It's the only problem I got with this place. Um, the the bathrooms are you have fun. It's so cool. The door is made of glass and it's got like a shower head, like like the rain shower head. It's really literally right over your head, and it is fun. It's fun to take a shower, and that's the cool part. It's relatively new age, new age. It's a new age setup, which is pretty cool. Um, uh, they have all of the cooking utensils that you would need. None, none of the seasonings. I have had a feeling, so I brought my own. I still got all of that steak left, and it's cooked way too done for me. But got to finish it off because you know how black women are. I don't want to see red, and they think even when you cook, you can cook a steak till it's freaking hockey puck, and the meat will have like a pink color in it. But look, still got pink. I mean, you can't. I can't burn this thing any more than I can't burn it any more than it's burnt. Come on, man. But I don't want to see pink, and oh, that poor steak. But I think I'm gonna do steak and eggs this morning, and that's it. I'm good. With my steak left over, with my leftover steak. You know what I mean? But other than other than that, um, every woman wants their mess burned. They you lose all the flavor. You lose all the flavor. No, well, I mean, we finally got the steak going, and Charlie bought some curry chicken, and I just wanted to cook that. What are you doing that for? It's because as soon as we leave, they ain't cooking. They go out to dinner every night. I like cooking. So that's literally what I was having fun doing. I'm cooking and enjoying myself. I'm just saying. It's kind of hard because, like, see, we're in technical terms, we're in mountain time. because we're literally on Liberia, Costa Rica is on the Pacific Ocean side. I didn't know that. I thought we was on the other side. And so when I'm getting up to do this, is to stay dedicated to the cause of YouTube, I'm getting up at 3:30, to do it. Yeah, bruh, you really like your steak moving. Yeah, if you bite them on the butt, yeah, you really like yours moving. But it's been an experience. When you learn to want to have an experience, you'll notice stuff. You'll notice that this place is nothing but a jungle, and mankind has come in and cultivated the freaking jungle. Um, because you be thinking you on the road. They cut that road through the jungle, man. And but that's okay. But boy, you be like, who made this? You're trying to figure out, is this a road for a car, or this road for a donkey, or a four wheeling? And as soon as you ask that question, there's a car blow right by you. Meow. These these folks, they're different kind of folks. They they don't shoot. They get it done. They literally get it done. And getting used to buying stuff that's not in English, it takes some time. It takes some time to get used to, but it's it's an experience, but it's a fun experience. My time here it's been nothing but fun. It's been nothing but fun, nothing but enjoyable. My hats off and my thanks to Charles and Cynthia Lane. They invited us, and we'll never forget it. I'm going to try to, not 24, but I think 2025. We're going to rent a place in Aruba. Invite them to come with us. Um, these guys are real good people, and real good friends, and I appreciate them more than they'll ever understand, because my circle is really small. Yeah, I have YouTube friends, but my circle is really small, because nowadays you can't really trust a lot of people. Um, you just can't, because everybody's out for themselves. Everybody's out for me, myself, and I. And how are you gonna live? How are you gonna live like that? You know what I mean? Um, we always hear in a lot of these talks, everybody's still getting over past hurt, past pain. I don't need nobody. You know, I got my own bag or whatever. And then you wonder when it's time to, especially when you get older and you get the gray, and you want to travel, you want to do new things. I didn't. I would have never zip lined if it wasn't for Charles, because I was like, okay, I'll give it I'll go for it. Didn't know that we were going on zip line extreme point. Oh, And that actually prepared me to go on this zip line down here in Costa Rica. You see what I'm saying? And being prepared, I actually had fun. And I mean, boy, that sucker was going. And I actually put my glasses on, and I was looking around. I was like, you know what? Thank you, Lord, because I would have never experienced something as fantastic as this. Yeah, I've complained, and I think I'm just gonna be quiet today. I complained and like, I ain't doing this, I ain't doing that, and sometimes you forget the little things, and those little things is God has blessed you with a partner. He's blessed you with someone who understands you. And I've heard the little things that people have said in the last couple of days. Wow, this person really knows me now. Do you see what I'm saying? And you got someone that really knows you and still wants to hang with you. Don't forget that. Don't let that go. You know, and but always enjoy your first love, because I'm out here in Costa Rica wanting to help the guys, you know, weed whack the bushes and because when this stuff grows, bro, this it takes over. They got guys that walk the day, for the whole neighborhood. For the whole neighborhood, they come. They got keys and they come in. They don't knock. They ain't ring the doorbell. They come in and they do your yard and they keep it pushing. And they're like, oh, how can he just come back here? Look, leave that man alone. He got a job to do. He ain't worried about your stink behind Americanized self. You know, he got work to do. He gonna do his work and then he gonna keep it pushing. Plain and simple. Plain and freaking simple. But I learned, and I'm learning that part of it. Yeah, man. And they got a lot of stuff going here, like you see, especially like you'll see sugar cane. Um, at that place that we went 2 days ago, I really didn't like that. They were just showing, I guess, the old school way of how they did the sugar cane, and they had an ox, a bull. It was an ox bull or something. They had him tied to this thing, man. It just didn't look right. I know that's probably how they did it, and they had him walking in a circle. But I felt like a tree hugger, and I was like, man, I need to go get me a knife and cut him loose, let him run free, run free, boo boo. But nah, it's I guess you know that's not my place. So I said, let me just sit back, relax. Let me just sit back and enjoy. uh, yeah, it was. I wanted to let him go, but I was still stewing on losing my GoPro. I've kind of figured that either way, I'm gonna have to get a new one. You know how they do with these things. I got a GoPro 7. They're up to 10 now, and the it's acting up. It took me like an hour to finally get it to let me have the the videos for the four wheeling. You know what I mean? Um, but I got it, and it is what it is. But it 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 kind of let me know, okay, I need to get a four. But I got my daggone my my drone, I need to just go ahead. That'll be my thing to walk to the beach and get my drone up in the air. But man, I'm just so sore. I'm sore, and I gotta. I guess I gotta get out and start. I gotta get out and start walking more, cause bro, my my body is my body hurt. But but yeah, I think I'm gonna get out today with. I'm gonna break out the drone and get that going and see if I can, because there's a way to do the video also. I need to see if I can get that out and figure that out first, you know, before anything else. But you know, the magic words, we shall see. We shall see. Hey, hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. And I was gonna go outside, but y'all was saying that it was being real choppy. It's probably because I was the table where we sit is the furthest away from the house, so didn't want to do that. As you can see, I'm pouring some of my morning morning painkiller. But this ain't a video for little kids anyway. You know what I'm saying? No, this ain't video for little kids. Plus, I'm on vacation. Um, yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I look at it like this. Um, yo, you didn't see them. Hey, Mike, you didn't see the one from last year. I did a drone video from last year, but you know how we do. You know how we guys do. We don't read the instructions on on the drone. And what happens with this drone is wherever it takes off from, when the battery runs low, because it doesn't have a volt battery, but it's like a charge. You got to charge the battery. When the battery runs low, it will return to that same exact spot and land right there when it knows its battery is low. I mean, and this is what happened. I'm walking along the beach and I'm going slow and I'm videotaping with the camera, right that camera, and I'm videotaping going real slow and it's and I'm having a goofy fun time and then it just stops and goes and goes yo it went straight up another 10, 20 feet and it shot back the other way. I mean, like a bullet. And I'm yelling and screaming, "Stop!" I thought, I literally thought some CIA agent stole my drone for nefarious reasons, and it was a hot mess. I'm running back down the beach, yelling and screaming, "Stop!" And didn't realize it dropped literally right at that same spot. Charles' wife was sitting there, and I said, "Did you see my joint?" She said, "Yeah, it's right there." And I was like, "Oh my!" I just shook my head. I literally shook my head. I said, "I'm getting too old for this crap." And everybody just started cracking up. And that was the zone footage of the last time, you know. So I got to remember that, because if not, if I just start walking with this thing, it's gonna take off and go back to that same spot, wherever the heck that is. You know what I mean? Wherever the heck that is, and you know, these are the things you got to remember when 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 you're on vacation. When you're on vacation, you got these are the things you got to remember. Um, they have party spots, but man, after 8, 9 o'clock, I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed. I hate to say that. Oh, this, if you'll see, that's the rental company for the car. Y'all gonna rent something down here? I would do it through them, because everybody else gonna get you. I mean, they're gonna get you too, but everybody else gonna get you even more. You know, there is a festival going on where these people party into like they probably stopped at this point because it's 4:29. They said they usually go till like 3 in the morning. Um, we were asked were we gonna go down there. It's like 60 miles. It's actually past the airport, but I'm like, nah, because I'm that type of person where I get there, when I get there, man, Mike, my joints, bro, my joints have been hurting all week long. I'm limping, and shoot, I got to get back into it. I got to get back and lose some weight. I got to get back into to getting it under control. You know, but like I said, we'll see. We'll see. Um, because like uh, this, well, June of next year, we're going on another cruise with my big sister and my son, and of course the missus. So we're going to be doing that. Um, Charles and them, they're going on the family cruise. I think they're doing the family cruise and it's coming up in here September, and we're renting a condo. In fact, not a condo, but like a one-room something down in Destin. Is it Destin or somewhere down in Florida? We're just she wants to, go down there, and we're gonna sit on the beach and just veg out. That's how we do. That's how we do. But that's okay. It's supposed to be, hey Mike, it's supposed to be the rainy season down here, and it hasn't rained once. So hey, I'm good. Cause see, these people, what they call a regular road is a river. It's a freaking river, dude. They got the stuff that you see. You only see. this stuff with, you know, and I'm not trying to be derogatory, rednecks, country rednecks, and country brothers that do it too. They got that snorkel on the side of the hood that goes up the side of your on your passenger side window that sticks out. So if that whole engine is immersed, that thing still goes. They got vehicles down here for that, and I see why. Because they be driving through rivers to get where they gotta go. They not they not playing down here. If I lived down here, I'd have one of those rock crawlers. Y'all know what I'm talking about, with them big behind wheels and whatever. That even if the wheels had 5 or 10% air in it, it would still go. I'd have one of them down here. You know, you don't see too many gas stations. Isn't that crazy? Um, you don't see too many. And we got a diesel 4 wheeler. I forgot, Mitsubishi something. Um, and we actually got a big vehicle. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Wanda, how you doing? We actually got a really big vehicle, and I was more. Everybody didn't get what I was saying when I said, "Oh, okay, great, we got a 4 wheeler," because just in case, if you got to put that in low or high, we gonna be okay. I mean, it's just simple, you know. It's just simple. But these places, like the place that we went, the beaches that I'll show in the video, the guys that went there, there were cars there, but every one of those cars was 4 wheel drive. Because I promise you, when you see, I hope my video catches the road. When you see the ruts and all the stuff that wore away, and you said a car got up there, boy, these people are gangster, and and you know and that's understanding. It's very understanding of your situation or your whatever. And you see, like when we went to the waterfall, like Wanda, you would have. It wasn't that far. I think it was about a mile in, but it was all stairs. It was like you were on this turbo stairmaster. First of all, you was climbing up the stairs, and then it changed path, and you went down the stairs, down the steep stairs, and you could feel it in the back of your legs and everything. Just it don't matter if you went slow or fast, you felt that. Then you went up the other way the stairs, then you went further down, 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 then up and down. It was like a turbo stairmaster. But then you looked over to the left and to the right, you could hear the water down there because you knew we was going to a waterfall. But you could hear the water, but you see the growth, and how the trees had grown, you know, fell down but kept on going to the left, and the big giant, the giant wide leaves, and all of the majesty that when if man ever goes away, how the jungle will reclaim reclaim society. It's like that. I mean, it's really, you see it on National Geographic, but the TV does not do it justice. It doesn't. It doesn't do it justice. all these houses that you see here, you know how you see in the United States that it's half the time it's built with cardboard, um, and they have machines that get you stuff to put on the roof. And no, no, these folks do all this stuff manually. These houses are made of cinder block. They 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 manually do the you don't see that, the big uh, the big concrete machines. You don't see the big concrete machines. You don't see the big. Um, they do it all on site. They got the gravel there, the concrete, the whole 9 yards, and they build the walls, and a lot of times they build it. It's like Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome type stuff where it's behind these tall walls or metal gates or whatever. It's something really nice behind that, but they close you in, and they start by building a wall, a concrete cinder block wall, and it makes it they clean it up. They build it all around the perimeter, and they put barbed wire up at the top with like this house. Shoot, it's electrified in the back and on the side. They're not playing because they want to keep their stuff. Um, you can't you can't flush toilet paper. You got to put it in the garbage. No matter one or two, you got to wipe and put it in the garbage can to the next. There's still, you could sit, the sewer system is still catching up. You got to accept that, stuff like that. Brand new house, but you got to accept that. You know, the, the AC, boy, the AC ain't yeah, the AC, it's kicking, but it's kicking too good. you know, um, they warn you can drink the water, but they suggest don't, because if you guys don't realize, every area has a certain different type of bacteria in their water, and if your body is not used to that, you have to slowly get your body used to it where you can drink that water. It will, you'll get the boo boos. You know what I mean. So we've been drinking our own water. And, we went out and bought water and stuff like that. So we've been doing that. But if I went so far along, I would love to buy a spot down here, but the prices are really phenomenal. I mean, if I had 300,000, I would buy. And I'm happy with my house. I ain't trying to move, but I'd buy a house at home for that with that price. But supposedly, the closer to the beach, the better you can make your money back, because folks like us come out and rent places like this because, like, we there. This one has this is a 3 bedroom, and then realized last night that the couch is a bed too. And he was like, I wouldn't put nobody out here. I'm like, shoot, man, you invited me. I'd be sleeping on that couch. That couch is probably softer than that brick in the other room. You know what I mean? But yeah, you're right. They do take pride. Folks, they take pride down here because um, Charles had said when he first rented the place, the pool, there was grass around the pool. The guy, he said, screw that. He came in and had them build a deck So the whole, literally 90% of the backyard is a deck now, and it's raised up. It ain't lowered. It's raised up. So this guy, when he came in and built this spot, he made sure that he had every bit used up every bit of space this land had. Every bit. He didn't hesitate. Every bit. I mean, I don't blame him. That's what I'm doing. If you're paying 300, I'm getting $300,000 worth of this. My only other complaint is there's a dog. When they let him out on the back side of that fence, he just can't stop. It's little one of them little dogs. That's my only other complaint. Like, will you shut up? But you know, don't want to start none. Don't start none. Won't be none. Don't want to start none with none of the locals or whoever. Um, but really, this has been an experience. I'm probably gonna be sad tomorrow. Um, Not probably. I know I am. It was short. We did like 5, 6 days, but the way again I talk about my wife, she's the one that runs. She runs a lot of this. If she say, "Okay, let's do it," let's do it, and I'm like, "Okay, I'm with it." I don't know if I said it yesterday, but when we did the zip line, she said, "I'm done. This last zip line I'm doing." She wasn't mad or whatever, but she said, "I'm done." I don't blame her. But we had fun. Montezuma's revenge. And when you realize the blessings that are the blessings that God bestows upon you in little things, you learn that that's okay, because there's a difference between um, doing something and or enjoying it. And when you have someone that loves you enough that you can actually enjoy the adventure with, you see what I'm saying? It's not just a vacation, it's an adventure. Hey, what's up, Sheep? We here. Um, when you have someone that you can enjoy the adventure with, that makes it even more phenomenal. Because again, we talk about I'm the head of the house, the head of this, and the man's running stuff and whatever. You know what? I never cared about none of that. But I knew one thing though. When we did the four-wheeling and she got on the back, I was not um, just driving willy-nilly. I actually was in full protection mode. And when I said, and I got on that four-wheeling, and I realized that when it kicked in, that no matter what, I have to protect this woman that's on the back of my bike, no matter what. So we were rolling, you don't notice it, but I'm moving. I'm moving in different directions because I'm checking out the ground. I'm scanning for these ruts. I'm scanning for these holes. I'm scanning for the best place where I can get through this and make sure that nothing happens to the to my wife on the back of this bike. And when I speed up, when I speed up in the video, you can see I speed up and I gun it because I know I spot all the areas in that direction, and I go for it. And you could see her, she could hear her laughing and having a good old time. But I'm spotting, I'm looking, and there was one spot where we were right on the brink of tipping over, not on this video, but the next one. But you had to gun it to get over the hump. But I was looking at the right angle, and I had to back up, and then gun it and go a certain angle. But that was years of riding experience and knowing, okay, if it even goes, no, somebody gonna have to get off this bike, and then I'll be able to do it, and then we get back on there. Do you see what I mean? And those are the things where you we always talk about how, I'm the man, I'm the man. It's it's not the things that are seen. I'm talking about the things that are unseen. When you're worried more about your spouse, you're worried more about the person that you said you loved, that you want to live your life with. You don't want them to be hurt. And even on vacation, you're thinking these things. When you got someone like that, don't let them go. I know my wife, because something stung me, something got me, and she, oh, get this oil, get that oil. No, I'm not doing all that. Now, when I get back to the U.S., yeah, I'm gonna do all that. But right now, I'm just dealing with it. You think about these little itty bitty things when you're out here, and also be respectful. Be respectful. Don't come out here acting a fool. Be respectful. These people country, you know. And the funny thing is, my wife speaks perfect Spanish. Her father was Cuban. No, not a father, but a grandfather. A grandfather was, I believe, it was her grandfather was Cuban, and so you can hear her when she's talking to folks. And I think she said he taught her Spanish, something like that. Her father or her mother, and you see it, when she, asking questions or whatever. She steps in and wants to know, when we go on excursions, what we doing, blah blah blah. And they see she speak. Oh, thank you, and blah blah blah. And it made the time more pleasant. It made the enjoyment more enjoyable. These are the things that when you're doing it, exactly. Exactly. It's just like, we've got all these black lawyers and all this stuff for Shaniqua Johnson that, she's over first of all, you got to be a complete effing moron to bring that black foolishness, that black, that black female masculinity to an Arabic country. Do y'all feel me when I'm saying, when you want to act like you can't tell me nothing in an Arabic country? Do you know that where that lady is, you can't drink liquor. You got to get a special. You can't you can't be having none of this. You got to get a special license just to drink liquor. Do you know in that same place when you can rent the Lamborghini, but you guess what? You speed. They got so many speed cameras. There's one guy. He got $30,000 worth of speeding tickets driving around because he didn't know that they had these cameras. Big dummy. Big $30,000. And guess what? They kept his passport. He couldn't leave the country till he paid for it. Till he paid for it. You can't go somewhere and then think you're going to act a complete, unadulterated fool, no matter what. No matter what. Because because, and she probably went over there because some guy was, stunting and, hey, baby, I'm gonna take you to Dubai. We gonna do that. And we gonna hang. And all you doing is being a little prostitute and paying for your trip to Dubai, and then you gonna go buy something and then go arguing with you gonna sit here and get into an argument with the man. And then he's like, no, no, we don't do that here. Call the police, and then guess what? Do you see what I'm saying? And oh, you can do 4 or 5 years. Oh, well, all she did was disobey their country's rules. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Exactly. Yes, I understand the LGBTQ elemental P crowd that keeps on changing, and it's got nothing to do with me. I don't care, but it keeps on changing. Next thing you know is LGBTQ elemental P QRST. You change it. Get what you're gonna get and relax. But then, if another country says y'all ain't bringing that crap here, y'all are not bringing that crap here. Oh well, we're gonna boycott your country. Who's this we? We've been robbing from Africa for so many years. The people finally said we done had enough. Y'all done brought Christianity. You done did all this stuff to their country, and they saying, look, we gonna follow it. We gonna follow it now. No, but you need to give these people their rights. Well, let them people there fight for their rights. Mind your dang business. Well, we ain't going off. Guess what? Half the African countries are changing their monetary values anyway. So they don't need the United States. They getting tired. They get straight up tired. They hold their people accountable. Yep. You coming in their country and you acting a fool? Yo. Then you wonder why? Well, I'm an American. What does that got to do with anything? We be thinking we above everybody else. Man, please. It's just like, look, Wanda, it's just like being on a cruise ship. We will. And they speak French. In half them countries still paying money to the French. They're gonna get tired of doing that too. And it's just like being on a cruise ship. One thing I do know, they will put you off that boat for acting the fool. They'll put you off to the next stop, fighting and all that crap, and then you got to figure out your way home. So guess what? I know for a fact that on that cruise ship, there's cameras everywhere. It's seen and unseen. I will take the hit. If someone's going to hit me, I'll put my hand behind my head, take the hit. Security, you see what he did? Do you see what he did? You know what I'm saying? Do you see what he did? Literally. And see, here's it's oh, y'all gonna get me started this morning. The fact is, we need to learn Learn the rules. If you like, if you're going to go visit other countries, like here, you need to know. You need to tell them where you're going. They mean they want to know the exact house. These houses have names. Casa de la whatever. These houses have names. Yeah, I'm yelling security because guess what? I'm not getting kicked off the boat at the next stop. But guess what? The person hit me, they getting kicked off that boat. Do you see what I'm saying? I'll take that hit. And then guess what? I'll have a shot of something, take the pain away. I'm just saying. But what I'm getting at is you going to these countries. If you're visiting, whatever, you need to learn the laws. You need to learn the rules and acting the freaking fool no matter what. All she did was yell. You don't certain places you don't yell, especially if you're a woman in the Arabic country. If you're a woman in a country that doesn't allow women to drive a freaking car, you think you're gonna get away with something? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Really? You see, no common sense. No common sense. But here, you have to have you have to tell them exactly where you're going, how long you're going to be there, what do you do for a living? You like that's none of your business. Don't tell the guy that's got your passport that's none of your business. He said, what do you do for a living? I drive a truck, bruh. I drive a truck. And then he said, what is your itinerary flight going back home? They want to know how long you're going to be here and when you getting the F out. What? See, that's even worse. She was brawling. No, you gonna sit in prison. You gonna sit in prison. And see, this is how we do. This is how we do as Americans. When your black behind do that, oh, let's go. We're marching for, we need to be marching for a bit more different oppression. We for getting paid and better rights and stuff like the freaking Florida. Slavery taught, this stupid idiot governor, slavery taught us to have, you know, slavery taught slaves to have, uh, you know, a job, you got taught stuff. Well, guess what? Before these guys came over, they knew how to farm the land. They knew how to go get their own food. They knew how to build it and stuff like that. Come on, man. Do you see what I'm saying? And see, we think we don't understand it. Like Bam Nolan. I'm gonna use you as the example. You know how much money that man probably is making and can make. You know that lawnmower. Look at that video. That lawnmower that it's probably $9,000 to $10,000. He ain't got a Toro little old cheap thing, and he making enough to pay that mess off. Think about it. My that John Deere and it was I bought it used. That was 5 grand. See, we done got out of the manual stuff that you could make good money. Plumber, electrician, a bus driver. I ain't mad at him if he don't own the bus. You see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? Really? And guess what? in Florida, if they'd have said something about the Jews, DeSantis wouldn't even be in office anymore. But he knows he can hit black folks like that. Do you see what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on, man. Really? Really? Uh-uh. And see, but it goes back to don't matter what color you are, don't matter what color you are, you coming into this country right here. Cause yo, I could tell I was with, and I'm not saying this derogatory, but this is with respect. When we were in the hot springs, and this how you tell a straight up country boy. I'm gonna say country boy. I was gonna say the other word, a country boy. He got his baseball cap on. Normally he'd have fish hook, but I don't think they allow fish hooks around. He had the baseball. That baseball cap wasn't coming off, and I'm like, country, 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 and I'm like, and we were just talking. He said, my man's like, this, this water hotter than my bath water. It had me cracking up, had me dying, freaking dying. And see, we don't understand. It's the little things. If you could get along like that out of the country, out of the freaking country, how come you can't do that here? Yep. Yeah. But I promise you this. You try that mess. You try to pull me out of my house. You try to pull me out of my house and do and you try. I promise you, it ain't gonna be two or three. It's gonna be at least a dozen that are coming with me. I don't broadcast what I have in my home because it's my home. I have enough. I have more than enough to defend that home. I promise you that. I have way more than enough to defend that home. So you want to act stupid? And guess what? I know the Lord said, "Come outside, put the foot." Look, you put the foot in my door. I'm gonna tell you, you can't come in. I'll walk away from that door and sit in the living room or the dining room, just staring at you laughing. I'm not coming outside. I'm not coming. I'm so you can no. That's your crap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Like Georgia, they got that carry. You can carry now. Man, I ain't stupid. I'm not carrying nothing. Give that cop a reason to shoot my behind. No, 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 no. And and again, guys, I didn't want to get political, but see, we be doing some stupid stuff, and we don't let it go. But we need to fight for our rights just to survive. Not, you know what I'm saying? Fight for our rights just to survive, because we need to survive. Guys my age, I'm on the way out the door. You know, they're teaching. This is how folks do. They're teaching this stuff to re-indoctrinate. How do you think fascists take over? They dumb down the society. I know y'all ain't do nothing to me, but your ancestors did. Look, I'm not this color for a reason. I'm this color because my grandfather was white. Yeah, this is my grandfather on my father's side. Yeah, my grandfather was white. Supposedly he raped my grandmother. And when I find out that that might have changed, and she just might have whatever, I don't know. So that's probably I don't have no beat. You know that I can't with the. Okay, time to get funny again. You know, I ain't got no beat, and I have no backside either. It's just straight flat. But hey, it is what it is. Oh boy. But guys, we done yeah, there's a whole lot of history. And a lot of look, there's a lot of history that is getting lost, and we just have to learn how to preserve it. But we can live together. I believe that. I believe that. And we can travel to other countries and enjoy ourselves. It- like literally, we can do that. You know, like I'm going, on this cruise next June. I'm looking. We're going to be stopping in Jamaica. The only thing I've always ever wanted to do, just to go to Jamaica, was to have jerk, some real jerk chicken. And when I get off that pier, I'm not going looking for that jerk at that pier. I'm walking out that pier, and I'm walking down the road, and I'm looking for a shack, and I'm looking for smoke coming out that thing, and I'm looking, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. You're right, Wanda. And I'm looking for a shack, and I'm looking to get me some real jerk chicken. And I hope the guy that's cooking it got dreads. I'm like, bro, I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting. and and that's what I'm saying. And eat a real beef pat. Oh my lord! I heard that KFC is better than the American KFC, and that's what we were supposed to before COVID hit. It was already paid for and everything. It was paid for and everything. Um, I wanted to do like a Food Network food tour. A lot of these, you know, you find them on the internet, and they take you around to places that you just have the local authentic food. I've always wanted the Jamaican, that 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 type of thing, especially like the Jamaican beef patties. Like I cooked jerk chicken, not jerk, but curry chicken last night, and I'm the only one that ate it. But shoot, I was like, I ain't leaving here till I try it, and it was good. So I'm going to eat that this afternoon for lunch. I'm gonna have the rest of this overcooked steak, for breakfast, and I'm just gonna, really enjoy myself. But again, I'm not. I didn't. The same thing. The same thing here. All that United States, we killing you food is not here. It's not here, and you taste the difference, and you feel the difference. It's not here, and you're like, wow, this is crazy. And that is the and you're wondering why. And see, we talking black, white, yellow, Spanish, whatever. We all getting killed. They're trying to kill us all. in the United States. I don't know about Canada, but they trying to take us out. And we need to come together and say, no, man, you can't be putting that in there. You can't be, because look, we've been driving, like in one of the videos, you should see me look in the four-wheeler, herds of cows, but they're not like the cows around us that are blowing out at the sides or whatever. You can see their bones, they ain't dying, but they don't have that growth hormone and that stuff that make them so fat and so dang whatever. Do you see what I mean? That they have certain things that um I think it's grain fed. If you the cows get more grain than the grass, that they're susceptible to getting this a certain type of uh you know whatever growth in their system that's passed on to us. Do you see what I'm saying? It's simple stuff. Do you know that just plain, and I believe this because it was in a documentary, but uh, I have my other reason to believe this, like the vegetable oil and all that stuff. And one of them, that Crisco oil that comes in a can. What they're saying that stuff originated from was they used that Crisco oil that you pull a can on to lubricate airplane parts. And we're frying our food in it, but that's supposed to be better. They paid people in the 50s to tell folks that. They paid people. I know. I hear you. I hear you. I understand. I've cooked rice here twice, and I'm not a rice cooker. I'm not a rice cooker. I cooked rice here twice, and that's got to be the best dang rice I've ever had in my daggone life. I didn't do nothing special to it. Just rinsed it off and boiled it, add some chicken base, and it's just unbelievably delicious. Unbelievably. And you're right. The marketing machine fooling people. Fooling people. We're fooling people. And again, black, white, or indifferent, we're all getting poisoned. We are all getting poisoned. You know what I mean? That is the scary part of the whole situation. They're trying to take us all out. And, things are disappearing. Things are disappearing. Like here, man, they built, man, Florida, they losing billions. And they still listening to the DeSantis bullcrap. Billions. I'm just saying. I'm just saying they're losing billions. You want we need to figure this mess out, but you don't have to figure it out with hate. There's better ways to do it. Yep, divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. You know, it's so funny. It's so funny. I was been on YouTube since 2011, but I'm a black geek. I was looking at Korean food and Korean Japanese food networks, and I'm like, where the black folks at? Where my peeps? Where the Americans? Other than these skinny teenagers, and you know, we a hot mess. And then I finally found y'all. And then I was like, well, where the Korea? Where the Asians at? Let me go back with the Asians. Y'all don't they don't bring drama. but it's all right. Just laughing. I thought it's kind of funny, like funny, haha. But we'll figure it out. All right, guys. I actually made it over my time, and I appreciate we was all over the place today. Um, want to just thank y'all for coming in and being part of this morning live in a different country. So proud of myself. I'm actually doing it. You know, appreciate y'all stepping in and being a part of this conversation. Um, Probably gonna go back to bed after I have me another drink or two, and then set myself up for some breakfast. Just having fun and enjoying life, and the same thing. Enjoy life, guys, because you don't know when it's going to end or when the beginning. When you're moving on to the next step of your evolution. Just and again, thanks for coming in and thanks for being part of this live. Guys, always know you don't think nobody loves you. Know that God loves you, and I love you too. Have a blessed day. See you tomorrow.